Hello, good afternoon everyone. I'm Mrs. Aditi Lahiry and I'm back again with yet another new story at Mayaakatha, which stories dance, right? So today's story is about the title of the story goes on like this, the axe soup, right? You heard it correct. Yes, it's axe soup. Right. Now there are different versions of this story available, but I personally like this Russian version of this folk tale, which I read as a child and I used to enjoy reading it a lot. Right. The other version is that of stone soup. You could go and read that up too, or maybe we will do that up some other day. But today we are here to listen to the story of the axe soup. Now, this story, as I told you, is set in Russia. So, one scorching, terribly hot day, a soldier was walking and walking and walking all the way back to his home. He was returning from the war, right? And what do you think? How was he feeling? He was so tired. He was so sick and more than anything else, he was feeling extremely hungry. All the rats and elephants were jumping around in his tummy. So he could not wait any longer. So without any further delay, what did he do? He knocked on the very first door that he saw in front of his eyes. And he knocked on the door. And what did he say? He said, "Oh, I am a traveler. I am a soldier. I have been walking for such a long time and I'm feeling so hungry. Would anyone in this house be kind enough to give me something to eat?" Suddenly the door opened. An old lady opened the door. And as soon as she opened the door and saw the soldier, she said, "Oh, hello soldier. Please come in. Have a seat." So the soldier sat and said, "Oh, old granny, I'm feeling so hungry. Why don't you give me something to eat?" So the old granny said, "Well, I myself didn't have anything to eat today. So what do you think I will give to you?" Actually, she had everything. She just pretended that she did not have anything because she didn't want to give. She was a very old, lazy lady. So the soldier said, "Okay, never mind. If there is nothing at home, so let it be." Then suddenly his eyes fell upon an axe, almost broken kind of an axe, which was lying under the bench. So he looked at the axe and his eyes gleamed with joy and he said, "What is that, Granny? Isn't that an axe, a broken axe?" The granny said, "Yes, but why?" The granny was really surprised. Then the soldier said, "Well, I could make a yummy, delicious soup with it." The old lady was all the more surprised. She said, "What? What do you mean? How can you ever make soup out of an axe? You must be crazy." Then the soldier said, "Yes, it's possible. I just need a very few things. Could you just get me that?" The old granny said, "Yes, I can get you, but what is that you want?" So the soldier said, "I want nothing much, just a pot full of water, some firewood to make the fire." The old granny said, "Yes, I do have these things. Let me go and get it." So, meanwhile, the soldier washed the axe thoroughly with water and kept it ready. Then, as soon as the old granny appeared with the pot, he quickly took it and he placed the axe inside the pot. And then he made the fire and he placed the pot on top of the fire and allowed it to boil. And soon he kept on mumbling, "If only we had a little bit of broken rice, that would have made the soup even more yummier." So the old granny said, "Yes, why not? I have some broken rice at home. I will quickly get it for you." And then she got the bag of broken rice. And then the soldier washed it up and quickly put it inside the pot. Meanwhile, while the old granny had gone inside to bring the rice, what did the soldier do? The soldier quickly took out the axe and again placed it under the bench. And by the time the granny brought the rice, he washed it and he put it in the pot so that she would not be able to understand anything. And then what did he do next? Then he said, and he again mumbled, "If only I would have got a little bit of salt, then this would have tasted even more yummier." So the granny said, "Yes, I do have some salt at home. Why not?" And so quickly some salt was also added into the pot. So now the pot was nice and boiling nice with all the amount of rice and some salt in it. And the soldier kept on stirring it, and while it was getting cooked, so he said, "Finally, if we could just add some butter into it, then it would be the most delicious dish that ever was made." Then the old granny who was watching the soldier's activities for a very long time was all the more eager and curious. And she said quickly, "Yes, I do have some butter at home. I will quickly get it for you." Saying so, she got the butter, and the butter was also added into the pot. And now the soldier stirred it with a nice big ladle. And then he said, "Yes, Granny, now you could get 2 plates in which we could serve the yummy, delicious axe soup." So the granny got hold of 2 plates, 2 bowls, and then in that she poured, the soldier served the soup. The granny ate the soup and so did the soldier, and both said, "Wow, this is delicious, this is so yummy." So this is how the soldier tricked the old lazy and the miserly granny and made her prepare the rice soup, but kept on saying that he was making a soup made of axe. So this is how he tricked her up, right? So this is how the story goes. I hope you all enjoyed it, right? So I'll be back again with yet another story. Until then, bye bye. I am a soldier walking far away, walking far away, walking far away. We'll see you some other day. We'll see you some other day. Bye bye.